Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Riley Patterson has this one teed up, and off we go here from Jacksonville. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 6 catches, 67 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. They'll have a tough time.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That finds the former Raven, Devin Duvernay. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action with Lawrence. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Will McDonald able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. From midfield now, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rodgers going to throw. Going right back to Wilson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down from the 44-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Got his man. It's Williams. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Jaguars offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Thomas brings it in. Down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 53 yards.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll buy some time. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Rodgers. Throw right side, Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. And again, it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Hall again. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
At the 22-yard line.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Lawrence going to throw again. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Rodgers.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now it's Rodgers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you, too.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. Room to run at the 50. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
There's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. That is caught. There he goes, right side. Down and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Jets are back within a score. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. The Jets offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Gets through the contact. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Lawrence will throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now Lawrence. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Rodgers now to throw.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now Rodgers. Buying time is, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Trayvon Walker able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
On the move past the 40.
And down right around the 37. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On play action, Lawrence. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Sanders.
And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence
escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk from 17 yards out.
And the Jaguars will add to their 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 10, 2:19 to play. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Rodgers.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Here's 1st down.
Rodgers to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick 6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Out to the right here to Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Throw right side, Wilson.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here now, 2nd and 4. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers to throw once more.
That one taken in by Corley.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 14. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Jacksonville, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week.